everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of Wrestling Rampage. The two amigos are back in this motherfucker.
We're back, and we're back with. We went to TF Games here in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. If you guys don't know what it is, if you guys have ever visited Elizabethtown, Kentucky, it's a video game store locally for us.
Yeah.
Literally, we live 5 minutes away from it.
Yeah.
We know the owner, Rick. We actually met him like 2017.
Yeah.
Maybe 2018. He actually owned a store in the mall called TF Games, as well as he owned Toy Fever.
Yeah.
Toys, because he owned a toy store too.
You don't own that.
I don't think he owns that anymore. I think he just owns the TF Games now. I think he sold the. Actually, didn't they change their name?
Yeah.
It's like Toy World or something
Yeah.
like that. But anyway, he did own that toy store, and that's actually because that's when we met Jeff Jarrett.
Yep.
Jeff Jarrett came to our local mall, and we met Jeff Jarrett. I actually got my Intercontinental Championship signed by Jeff Jarrett.
And I got my DVD signed.
And Tommy got his King of the Mountain DVD signed by Jeff Jarrett, which is pretty cool. And it was cool to see him and meet him, and that's actually where we met Rick.
Yeah.
Because he owned the store and everything. And we've just been talking back and forth and stuff, and he used to own TF Games in the mall, but they took it out of the mall and actually got a storefront.
Yeah.
And if you guys watch Phoenix Resale, he actually has been to the Elizabethtown TF Games before.
Yeah.
Actually, multiple times. So I know some people know who Phoenix Resale is. He lives in Lexington, which is here in Kentucky as well. But he has been to that location a few times, and you guys seen Rick on camera sometimes. And Rick's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Nice guy.
Hell, he lets us film in there anytime we want.
I mean, granted, we didn't film this time because I had some trade-in for him.
Yeah.
4 months.
And I had trade-in.
Yeah, Tommy's had trade-in. 4 months and months and months, because we've been talking with Rick. He's been telling us, hey, if you guys have stuff,
trade in.
You guys can trade in. And I tell him, I was like, I go to garage sales all the time, and I'll, buy stuff on Marketplace for really cheap and stuff. He goes, hey, man, bring it in if you don't want it. And if you guys remember that $900 haul that I ended up picking up on Facebook Marketplace from a reseller, I actually, some of the stuff's lower end, but there are some high-end stuff in there as well. I am going to be selling some of the higher-end stuff on my own. But some of the lower stuff I just can't sell, like PS2s with certain games, Xboxes, Xbox 360s with certain games. I mean, I can get a decent amount out of them, but sometimes they're just hard to sell, right? So, and also a few things I picked up at thrift stores and stuff, for like $1 or something, right? So I took in, Tommy, what did I take in? 4 boxes worth of shit? And I still have another box to take into them. I just got to get it together, right? And I took in literally 4 boxes worth of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was some good stuff in there too. There was. I had like 5 DSs that I picked up at like yard sales for nothing, next to nothing. Things of that nature too.
You had a broken Game Gear.
And he even took the broken stuff. He goes, man, I'll fix that stuff too. And he literally took every single thing that I had. And I traded it all into him. And, Tommy ended up doing a trade, I think, last week.
Yeah.
And what'd you get, Tommy?
I got it. I traded all the games I didn't want. Remember that the case that I had all those games. They took every bit of it. I took in some games that I tried and didn't like. They took it.
Some of the ones that you got from yard selling for like dirt cheap.
Yep, and I traded that in,
And like literally, Tommy, I think you spent maybe $20 on all that stuff. And what'd you get in trade?
77.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He traded and got 77. I actually traded those 4 boxes in, and I already had like $25 in store credit there.
Yeah.
And he goes, he calls me Joe, which I don't care.
Yeah.
Some people call me Joey, some people call me Joe. I don't care. He said, "Hey Joe, how's $600 in store credit?" I was like, "Okay." Now there are some stuff I'm going to be selling on the side too, which I've already sold a DS for like $300, which means I'm at $900 already. $600 is in store credit, but $300 of it is in cash.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make out like a bandit on this because I also have I have N64, I have Dreamcast, I have some PS3s, I have a few other things I'm selling as well, some Wii's.
So you're going to get your money back.
GameCube, yeah. So I'm going to get my money back on all this stuff, no problem.
Even if it's in store credit or
well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make around $800-ish on the cash stuff, but I got $600 in store credit on top of it.
Yeah.
So it was a fantastic deal. And while we were there, I picked up some stuff.
Yep.
And you picked up some stuff too.
Yeah, I picked up some stuff too.
I'll go ahead and show a few things that I got, and we'll show what you got there, Tommy. And he even asked me, he goes, "Hey, since you trade this stuff in, I mean, I do have a PS5, I do have an Xbox Series X and stuff if you're interested." Which I did have enough to buy it. I did. I literally did have enough money to buy it if I really wanted to. And I told him I'm more into the retro stuff. He goes, "Hey, man, there's a selection over there. Go ahead, go check it out and everything." So I went and I bought.
And hell, he was so honest with us. He let us open the cases.
Yeah. He goes, "Hey, feel free to open the cases if you guys want to. I trust you guys. So, go ahead and open up the case if you guys want to look at anything."
Yeah.
So. I actually opened up the Dreamcast case.
Yeah, and that's where you really wanted to go.
I love Dreamcast. And so I got some stuff on Dreamcast here. I got 4 games on Dreamcast.
I knew you were going to look through there.
No doubt, and I did.
I'm glad you did.
Oh yeah, and I picked up 4 games. Now, this one is just kind of a throw-in. I just don't find it. It is a soccer game.
It's hard to find Dreamcast. So even if you find...
Unless it's like NBA or football, I don't find a lot of the Dreamcast stuff. Unless it's just like that, the NBAs or the footballs, which I have some of those as well. As they're really cheap. You can pick those up for dirt cheap. But this one is for the Sega Dreamcast, and it's Striker Pro 2000, and it is complete, in really good shape. And I decided to pick it up because I just don't have it, and it was really cheap. I got it for $8, $7.99. So it's like, you know what? I'll pick that up. Plus, you remember that soccer game that I got at Goodwill for $1?
Yeah.
That's worth 30 or whatever, 30 or 35. We actually seen it at TF Games
yeah, we did.
too, and he did have it for about that $35
did.
mark. And I got mine for $1 at the Goodwill, but nonetheless. I actually played that game, just try it out, see if I like it. It's actually a pretty damn good soccer game, so I figured I might pick up another soccer game for the Dreamcast, see if I like the Dreamcast versions. So I picked that up. We'll do that one last, since that one's kind of expensive. This one is also complete. It's for the Sega Dreamcast. It's Monaco Grand Prix. I like racing games. Some people don't. It's not their thing. If it's cheap enough, I'll buy racing games. So, which I have that. I have that now, and I have I have all 3 of those racing games. My Dreamcast collection is getting pretty big. I think I have close to a little over half the library already. I think they came out with over 250 games. I have at least 150. So I have roughly over half of Dreamcast's library. Monaco Grand Prix, I got it for $10, $9.99, and once again, I got all this on store credit. I didn't pay a dime for any of this. Oh, and I should say, I did pay $900 for all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm going to get a better deal out of trading in some of the lower end stuff and stuff he could use in his store.
Yeah.
Because, people go in there and will buy, God of War for the PS2. They're not going to buy God of War PS2 from me.
Yeah.
They'll buy it at a retro video game store because they know they're going to get a better deal out of it. Next one is for Dreamcast. This one I just picked up because I just don't have it, and it was pretty cheap. Conflict Zone Modern War Strategy. I'm thinking it's more of a strategy war game from what I can tell, and not my cup of tea, but I am trying to get the Dreamcast library. And by the way, really clean.
It's in great shape.
This is like really clean, and don't have that. But and since me and Tommy are members there,
you get a little bit of half off.
Yeah, get a little discount here of $14.39 on that one. So that's pretty cool. Then I picked up this. Now the case is broken, but it is complete. I can replace the case. No big deal. If you guys remember at a yard sale, I picked up that big 20 pack of CD cases. Yeah. All I gotta do is trade it out, man. No big deal. For the Sega Dreamcast, it's Fur Fighters, which I was thinking about buying from the get-go when I seen it, but I was just gonna wait and see if I was gonna buy it at some point, and I finally did. Once again, broken, but I have extra cases. Oh, and it slid out there. The disc is in really good shape, and yeah, the case is just completely trashed, but it's all there.
Yeah.
Besides the case. So, and this one I got for $33.29. So, picked that up on store credit. I love Dreamcast. I'm trying to complete it one day at a time. I just don't come across Dreamcast stuff that often. The only time anymore, I think the only time I found some Dreamcast stuff out in the wild is, honestly, I found a marketplace listing where I got 15 or 20 games before. But other than that, I've been mostly buying it online.
Yeah. And
I've been buying it cheaply online. I think the cheapest Dreamcast game I bought was $4 or $5.
Yeah.
Now some are a little bit more expensive, as you know, but it is what it is. I will show a couple of these N64 games because I also bought some N64 games, and then Tommy, we will show a little bit of what you got there. Let's go ahead and show you guys a few of these N64 games. By the way, I'm also trying to complete N64 cartridge only.
Yeah.
I don't go for complete just because it's cardboard and don't get me wrong. I mean, if I find it for dirt cheap, a complete copy, I'll pick it up. But I mean,
it's no big.
It's no big deal. I'm fine with just cartridge when it comes to cartridge games. This one I got for $10.79 because of the membership. It is Monopoly for the N64. My son loves Monopoly, by the way.
That's why he picked it up.
I did pick it up for him because, and he plays the N64 sometimes. So I mean, I figured he might like that. So got Monopoly, and then I picked up this game just because I figured I've never seen this game before.
I haven't either.
To be honest with you, I've never seen this game before, so that's why I picked it up. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's common, but I just never seen it.
Yeah.
For the N64, it's Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling. And I got it for $15.29. And on the back there is a sticker for River City Video in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know what that place is, but nonetheless. I picked this up just because I don't have it, and it was decently cheap. So then I'll show you one more game, and Tommy will show you two of his, and I'll finish up with mine.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, this I remember because I think Kevin Nash did a commercial for this video game.
And it's by Rockstar.
It is made by Rockstar. This actually has Microsoft and Rockstar producing this game. It is Monster Truck Madness 64. I actually got this for $12.59, and this game, I'm not sure if it has wrestling stuff in it, but I do remember Kevin Nash did a commercial for this video game. So I'm definitely going to be checking this out. I just don't have it, and it was decently cheap, so I picked it up. So yeah, Monster Truck Madness 64. Tommy, what did you end up picking up on your store credit?
Well,
I know I do know that you picked up a few Christmas gifts.
I used some of my store credit for Christmas gifts.
Why not, right?
And I didn't pay a dime.
Not a dime.
And I didn't pay a dime for these either.
That's right.
Alright. First we'll do this one. Actually, yeah, we'll do this one first.
Okay.
For the PS4, for $8.09, I picked up. I wanted to give it a try. I've been trying to find new games to try.
Yeah.
So I picked up NASCAR Heat 2 for the PS4.
Some NASCAR games are actually pretty fun.
And it has an insert, but that's it's just a download thing.
For the mobile, yeah.
And the disc is in good shape.
Yeah. And by the way, we're not really price charting a lot of this just because it is kind of going to be right where price charting.
So I was like, all right, and it has 40 cars. No, yeah, 40 car online multiplayer. Race across 3 series, from dirt to Daytona, battle in local split screen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, I'll take a chance on it. Fuck, it's a racing game. I'll try it.
Decently cheap.
Yeah, it was cheap. So that's why I picked it up. And I picked this up because I was there.
Yeah, why not?
And I saw it. I was like, that's pretty hard to find because I never find it.
I found it on the PS2 a few times.
Yeah.
And I passed because I'd rather have it for the PS3.
Yeah, and I never found it on the PS. I always found it on the PS2, but not PS3. For PlayStation 3, WWE All-Stars.
Developed by THQ.
Yep, by THQ. And it's complete.
Complete, good condition.
Good condition, yeah. So I was like, you know what, I'll jump on that too.
How much was that game? I noticed that the sticker was off.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Let me see. I think I got the receipt. Let me look.
I think it was like $12 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 12 and some change, yeah.
Do you have anything else in store credit, or did you spend it
Oh,
all?
I used every bit of it.
You used every bit of it. I still have some stuff in store credit, by the way.
I used it all in one. I already got Christmas gifts for some of these, and with my store credit. And so, yeah.
This one I found at the Radcliffe location, but I decided to pass on it because it was like $25.
I'm glad you did.
And I'm glad I did because I
found that for you.
Yeah, Tommy actually found this for me.
Because I know you've been wanting it.
I've been wanting it for a while now, and I actually got it for $17, by the way. It is, for the N64, Cruisin' USA. I love the cruising games.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I uploaded this yet or not, but me, Tommy, Pops, and my son, we actually play Cruisin' Blast.
Yeah.
For the Nintendo Switch. You guys will see that if you guys haven't seen that already. I'm not sure in what order I'm going to upload it, but it will be up there. And it looks like somebody wrote on it, but I can't tell what it says. It looks like Thomas, maybe, or something like that. But I can get that off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cruisin' USA for $17. Pretty awesome. And then the last game I picked up, which is the game I knew I was going to pick up from the get-go.
Yeah, I already knew you were going to pick that up.
Because I seen it there, I was like, I'm picking that up, for sure. For the N64, it's developed by Midway. Mortal Kombat Mythologic, was it Mythologicals or something like that? Mythologicals Sub-Zero. And I knew I was going to pick this up from the get-go. I actually remember playing this game when I was a kid. I just don't know how I did.
Yeah.
But I do remember playing it. Was it at our cousin's house, maybe? I'm not for sure, but I do remember playing this game at some point, and I did enjoy it, because I do remember it was like Sub-Zero, and you were going through all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I do remember this game. I just don't remember where I played it. And I got it for about $21. Got a couple of dollars off. And, yeah. That's what we picked up. And I still have my receipt here because Rick told me that at the bottom I'll still have what I have in store credit. And I have $475 still in store credit.
Didn't even put a dent.
I barely put a dent in there. I spent about $125 on this stuff, so not bad. But yeah, so I still have about $475 in store credit. which I will be going back at some point.
Yeah.
And getting some more stuff. I also need to put some. And I'll even get more in store credit because I also have a few consoles I'm selling to them.
Yeah.
And a few other games as well. Nothing like major, but I might get maybe another 100 or so, maybe 100 out of some of the stuff I'm going to be trading into them. But that's what we picked up from TF Games. A lot of stuff here, and hey guys, it pays to go to garage sales. It pays to go to thrift stores. It literally pays.
Yeah.
So do it, guys. Or if you find good deals out in the wild like I did for that that $900 haul.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It really is worth it to pick up some stuff on the cheap and trade that shit in. Or sell it on your own if you want to make some money as well. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestleRampage2. You can also follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. You can also follow me and Tommy on Instagram. The links are right here on the screen. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys because we are that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop, and nobody does it better.